We've seen an acceleration of the financial inclusion.
It has helped really almost 15 institutions across 10 countries in Africa.
Sanapi have opened about 135,000 accounts in the last 3.5 years.
We started with no agents, and now we have about over 1,000 agents.
We've been able to link more than 1,000 groups.
We now have almost 20,000 members.
Currently, we are talking about 90,000 clients.
We can work together and achieve the common goal, which is touching the unbanked and underserved population.
MicroLead, I would say, was conceived as a program to deepen access to finance through savings. What was interesting about MicroLead is the evolution and the progress that the financial institutions made. At the beginning, we thought it was going to be basically plain bread and butter savings products delivered through regular over-the-counter channels. But what surprised us and delighted us was that the institutions started looking at savings groups specifically and exploring alternative delivery channels.
The program started with a very laser-focused perspective, trying to test some innovation in different organizations. We've seen that a lot of organizations now have been implementing those lessons and innovations. Things like alternative delivery channels, digital finance for financial service providers. We've seen a lot of implementation of savings group linkages and human-centric product design regarding women in rural areas to accelerate the financial inclusion. So that's really the impact we've seen.
When we started this program, we wanted what we want to do, which is to promote savings, but we did not know how really that can be best, knowing the challenges and barriers which are there. Barriers about distance, barriers about understanding of products, barriers about cost. What this program has been able to do very successfully is to identify the right solutions for those barriers.
We have a lot of different types of institutions that we're supporting. For example, in Liberia, we've supported the establishment of 4 credit unions. In Rwanda, we supported the Umurenge SACCOs. In Malawi, it was a big commercial bank. And in Tanzania, for example, it was a smaller regional bank. So the partnerships were very diverse, and I think that's what also contributed to the interesting mix of partners and learnings, experiences.
Since 2013, we've been running a savings project that looks at savings group linkage through a mobile channel. And so there was a lot at the time the project was beginning. We had certain challenges mobilizing savings. Biggest challenge was the culture. Because we had transformed from a credit institution to a deposit-taking institution, the culture within and outside, the staff were not already oriented to mobilize deposits. The customers were also used to Ugaford as a credit institution. So the project came in at the right time to help to support the institution in the change management process.
We have been able to increase our financial inclusion in rural areas in a big extent. Through this MicroLead project, we've been able to open service centers in 4 districts. We've been able to reach people who were not able to be offered the financial services with the mainstream commercial banks. So in those rural areas, we've been able to provide financial services at affordable costs.
Donc MicroLead nous a aidés dans ce projet-là pour approcher les gens qui ont des faibles revenus dans les milieux ruraux ou même dans les milieux urbains.
I want to concentrate in Tanzania because I attended MicroLead as a representative of Tanzania, where now we have 1,000 agents from 0 in 2013, and we have half of our transactions are now happening at the agency location. Also, we have been able to use digital financial services to serve our people by having them move their money from the bank to their mobile wallets, and also bring their money from their mobile wallet to their bank account so that they can start saving and be able to use the investment to grow their wealth.
Since I've joined, I think what you see is that they've grown a lot in terms of technology, and they learn a lot from each other. So even at the trade show the other day, you see people taking pictures of each other's innovations, looking at the POS devices and the products that use technology over mobile phones that you never saw in years earlier.
Over and above the financial support, it was the technical support that they brought to our organization, because the technical support brought in people with a lot of global experience where people have been successful with similar kinds of solutions. Something that I think perhaps on our own, it would have taken us an awesome amount of resources, perhaps maybe not even reaching to that, to be able to access such kind of support and services. So that for us was very key, and working very close with the technical partners, with MicroLead in the back, with people like MasterCard who funded it in the background, providing the finances for us to be able to come up with meaningful solutions.
We have changed significantly. As I attended the first one, I remember it was in Uganda. At that particular time, we're piloting our project where we are targeting the low-income earners with a simplified KYC account, but also establishment of the agent network. As we are talking now, we are close to 100,000 accounts, and we have over 315 agents across the country.
NBS Bank in Malawi has now become a reference point for global referencing in how an organization, a financial institution, can actually work from scratch to develop channels, to develop products and services that target the bottom end of the market for financial inclusion.
Premièrement, au début de cette collaboration, nous n'avions pas tellement une bonne compréhension de ce que c'est que la finance digitale. Comme exemple, je peux dire que nous pensions que tous les acteurs de l'écosystème, en ce qui concerne la finance digitale, nous étions des concurrents ou pensions qu'ils étaient venus en concurrent des institutions de microfinance. Mais les ateliers MicroLead et le projet nous a permis de comprendre que en fait, l'écosystème a besoin de tous ces acteurs-là. Nous avons besoin des prestataires de services financiers, des fournisseurs de technologie, des institutions de microfinance, des banques, pour que le service, pour que la finance digitale puisse nous permettre de mieux atteindre les objectifs liés à l'inclusion financière.
Snapiaba, as an institution, actually was at a point of making so many decisions when we joined Snapiaba. We joined MicroLead. We had just transformed to take deposits, but with the experience that we had from expertise from MicroLead, it actually has helped us in taking very good turns to deploy some DFS platforms, which we believe is very helpful to very rural and underserved clients.
I think MicroLead has tapped into something unexpected, something new that's definitely worth exploring. The savings groups, focus on savings groups, focus on alternative delivery channels, reaching rural areas, reaching women. I think there's still a lot to be done. And I hope that through a lot of the learnings, we can take that next step and build on what we've created and what we still can achieve.